Hey guys, it's Ketchell. Today, I'm heading out to pick up a rundown 67 Honda CL90 Scrambler. Now you may ask why, and that'd be an excellent question. My wife asked me the same thing. Well, soon enough, it's not just going to be a motorcycle anymore. I'm going to convert it into an electric bike, and I'm going to take you guys along with me for the ride. Let's catch hell. Now, if you're worried about me destroying a perfectly good motorcycle, please don't worry. First of all, Honda has made thousands of these, so this isn't going to be a big loss to the Honda community. And second of all, everything I take off, the engine, the muffler, the throttle, anything that is in good condition that I'm not going to use will go on eBay so other guys who are going to be restoring these motorcycles can use them. Thirdly, this thing is just asking to be rebuilt. I won't go much into the story of how I found it, but it was only $100 and pretty much just rotting away in someone's backyard. And yes, I've already tried to fire it up, this thing won't budge. So we will not only turn this into an awesome electric motorcycle, but we're also going to help other people restore their motorcycles as well. So at the end of the day, everybody wins. Alright. Now my goal with this is to shoot a series of videos over the next few months while I'm working on this to update you guys on my progress. I've got a number of things that I need to plan out, and this is the video letting you guys know what my plans are and how I want to do it. As you can see with this video, I'm completely disassembling the bike. One, this is going to help me figure out what I need to do and how I want to go about it. First of all, I have to decide which motor and battery combination I want to go for. Now this thing originally had about a 4.5 horsepower motor, and so I think I'm going to go with something similar in size for an electric motor. Probably in about the 3 to 5 kilowatt range. Maybe I go 3 kilowatt continuous motor, and that way I can bump it up to 5 kilowatts for peak, and that'll be good for hill climbing here in Seattle or acceleration at green lights. But really, I don't need too much power. I'm looking for something that will have a top speed in the high 40s, which is probably a little bit faster than it was originally. But I doubt I'll ever get up to that often because again, this is just going to be a city bike. I'm going to be using this to ride around here in Seattle, and I don't need to be going 50 miles an hour on this thing. That's just asking for trouble. Now if I go with a mid-drive motor, I'm going to be able to keep the aesthetics of the bike pretty much similar to its original look. I'm going to be dabbling in some 3D printing for motor mounting and fabrication, which should also be pretty interesting. Furthermore, it should give me better handling as compared to a hub motor. That brings me to the next topic. I'm going to have to figure out how much battery I'm going to need. Now, I think I'm going to go with a 72 volt system, especially if I want to get into the 40 miles an hour range. I'm going to need the higher voltage to get up there without drawing too much current. The next question is, how much capacity am I going to need? As of now, I'm thinking I'll probably go a minimum of 30 amp hours. That'll give me about 2 kilowatt hours of battery, which should allow me to cruise around at maybe 30 miles an hour on average. By my equations, I think that should be enough for about 40 miles of range, which for a city bike is pretty good. I think the maximum for capacity I would go up to is about 45 amp hours, which on a 72 volt battery would equate to 3 kilowatt hours. So I could probably bump my range up to about 60 miles, but at a certain point, if you're just going around the city, how much range do you really need? At some point in there, cost is going to be a factor. I'd really like for this entire project to cost less than $1,000, and with the battery and motor, I'm already looking at $600 right there, if not more. Next question is, how do you mount it? So, as I've already mentioned, I really want to get into some 3D printing for this project. I've seen it done before, and I think it could work really well for this build. If you use a material such as nylon carbon fiber, you don't sacrifice any strength or rigidity that you might get with welding on a metal bracket. As far as the tank goes, I'm tempted to cut it open to use it for storage when riding the bike. If not, then I might as well just take it off. I'm not quite sure how that will look, so we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I really don't need the tank, obviously, but it's a big part of the aesthetics of the bike, and I want to keep the bike as originally looking as I can, to a small degree. Also, I can probably hide some wiring underneath it, possibly the controller, so we'll see what I end up doing. There's a few other problems I have to figure out. One of them are the brakes. The bike has both front and rear drum brakes, which are, not the best, but not half bad either. As of now, I'm just going to do my best to refurbish them and test it out when I put it all together. As long as you're not whipping this thing, you should be good. I think the first thing I'm going to do is to start working on the front forks. It should be fairly easy to find the parts on eBay to refurbish them, and I'm keen on making as much progress as possible on the small little things while it's winter here in Seattle. That said, I don't really have a garage where I can work on this thing, so that adds another challenge. I'm going to be building this thing out of my truck. That's right, my truck. I should have all the tools I need, and with the bike being so small, it's been pretty easy so far. Oh yeah, one other thing. As of now, I don't have a speedometer. I love to keep the analog speedometer for the look, but would probably have a digital speedo readout that comes with the motor. One other fun quirk that I foresee having issues with are the foot pegs. They're actually mounted to the engine block, so when I lose the engine, I'll lose the foot pegs. I'll have to figure out something to do there in a way that meshes well with the battery and motor mounting, because it's all going to be in a similar area. But again, I'll solve that problem once I get there. So, if you guys have any tips, please let me know what you think I should do. Or if you have suggestions, I'm definitely interested in seeing them in the comments. Speaking of the comments, I'm going to send some Catch Hell stickers to one lucky commenter. So, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. So, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed watching my disassembly montage, and thanks for watching, guys. Keep checking back in the following weeks and months as I continue working on this project. We'll have videos showing everything that I will do on this bike. So, for now, catch hell, and I'll see you on the next one.